behavioural science and safety, we have to look at different disciplines. So I was just sort of wondering why, as safety professionals, we should maybe have a closer look at behavioural science and some of the sort of and really try and embrace some of those sort of techniques.
Yeah, so just for people that don't, I always like to go back to basics just to make sure we're on the same page. So what is behavioral science? So behavioral science is the understanding of human decision making. And that's the real drivers of human decision. So not the excuses that we all give ourselves and other people, but what are the actual reasons that we do things? What are the things that are going on in here that drive human decision making? And there's been lots of advances in that, thanks in part to things like mobile devices, where we're all very, very willing to disclose lots of things to Google, for example, or in social media that we wouldn't necessarily say to people. We get a lot of high quality data about what people are thinking, where they're thinking it. And so there's been this emerging field that's been looking at the way the brain works and sort of identifying the real reasons that we make decisions. So what is it that's driving our decision making? And so the reason I think that's important is when we look at tasks, and I work with health and safety people, I work with compliance people, I work with ethics people, so broad range of people who all have this same objective of trying to influence humans. Because when things go wrong in organizations, there's always a human component, either causing the problem in the first place or making it worse by the way they react or don't react to it. And so if we're in the business of influencing humans, my simple thesis is, wouldn't it be a good idea to understand what drives those humans to do what they do or not do, and then we can start to influence it. So if we can get a handle on behavioral science, we can suddenly see what's going on and therefore design systems and processes that recognize the realities of human decision, recognize that we're all fallible and can make mistakes, it can be tired, can get distracted. And so if we recognize that and we can understand that, then behavioral science helps us unlock some techniques that we might use. And that means we can be more effective, but it also means we can start to use techniques that might not otherwise have occurred to us. We can start to recognize that actually things like advertising can give us some really good clues as to how we might manage health and safety, for example. I'm not saying we directly copy exactly what they do, but if you think about the way advertising works, it often uses illogical processes. Things that ought to logically work as adverts often don't, and then things that are weird with funny little jingles or cartoon characters or whatever do engage people. And so behavioral science starts to unlock that broader toolkit as well.